Okay, well, let's just, for example, let's just say, okay, me with my back problem, what would you immediately go to with how to remove that? Like what?
Okay,
Um,
I'll tell you exactly your thought pattern. I just uploaded it. You want to hear it?
yep, yep.
Okay. I love being challenged, by the way, and being on the spot. It's I need to carry the weight of the world. I need to carry it all.
But you're great at it. That's what I want people to see how amazing that you are because I've worked with you, and I've seen all this
No, I'm
happen.
talking about you.
Oh, so okay, that I need to carry the weight of the world.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, totally.
You need to hold it all.
Saying yep, yep, yep.
Hmm.
Okay, okay. So then just letting that go or changing that to I don't need to carry the
Well,
weight.
I think one
That's
thing,
all.
I mean, let's just get personal here, right? I guess we're
Yeah.
okay with that. You and I are both like, open books.
Perfect.
Um, I'd say for you, the energy gets constricted. And so I think for you, it's like letting it flow through. That's actually what I'm seeing that vision of. And you being like the fixer, maybe like needing to do something to like,
Me,
okay, so
let
now I just want like lives back. This is what happens once you get me started. I just keep going. So I'm going to just be brief with this so we don't keep going. But this goes lifetimes back for you to where it felt like it was like all up to you. And so it's kind of like this responsibility and this heavy guilt that you have if you don't do something to fix it. That's what I see.
hammer nail head. That is exactly one of my past lives. It was Pompeii, and I think we've actually talked about this before. And I won't get too much into this, but to bore everybody to death. But yeah, I was in Pompeii when the whole like this Mount Vesuvius erupted, and I felt like I had to save everybody in the village.
That's the past life I told you. Is that correct?
Yes, yes,
I
yes,
knew that there was one client that I saw that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly that one. Yeah, and
Yeah. Okay.
I was tripped out the first time you told me about it because I was like, that's
Uh-huh.
the very first past life I ever
And
discovered.
then you felt the reverberations in your body.
Yes,
Now, the crazy thing is did the back pain go away after that session?
absolutely. That's what remember
See, it's
I think I
crazy.
told you. Yeah, it did go away. Then later on, it would come back from time to time
Yeah.
when I
That's
was
the thing is just one session, everybody feels huge shift after my sessions. But because we're a victim of habit, you just can't expect to go to any healer. Like it's not like you've been struggling with back pain for 10 years and you go see one session and it's gone, you know?
oh, yeah.
And the reason is because in order to actually heal your body, it involves an identity shift.
Yeah.
And identity shift is like way too much. Like it's a progression, you know what I mean?
And it
You'd
doesn't
be a
happen
different person
overnight.
if it
Yeah.
shifted, which would be like anti a lot of your motives, a lot of your thinking, a lot of your family beliefs. And you don't actually want that. I think people are becoming more aware. And this is one of the points in my book that, okay, if you've worked with me and you're coming to me for something like physical in your body,
Mhm.
most likely, if you're fit, you this is one way you know you're a fit with me is you've had some sort of aha or idea that whatever the doctor told you, and maybe you just and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, you have carpal tunnel, you do this and this and this, you know, which I 100% support the doctor what he says. So I don't get me wrong, I'm not anti that,
Right.
but there's something deeper inside of yourself that was causing you off balance, but you're not trained to look at what that other thing is, or you're blind to actually even see that there's a correlation. But deep inside your heart, and that's one thing I do with all my clients is I really connect them into their heart. You know, like deep inside, you know that there's something. Maybe it's the tension you're having with your husband or the anger that you have with your child, like so often, or, you know, all the places where you hold are so like right brain and so masculine in your job. There's something like that that's taking you out of your soul's highest calling, you being your highest and best self. So there's ways when people work with me, you know, maybe they're coming to me because they want to find a different profession or a boyfriend or heal their physical pain. But this is where I usually start. What is that thing that's taking you out of alignment? And what do we need to do to heal it? And also, I'm not one of those coaches that's like, this is what you do week 1, week 2, week 3. I mean, my group programs, yes, but everybody's got an individual, you know, diagnosis patterns. So if you're deep into like a pattern of a lot of women right now are like right-brained holding, forcing, there's strategies I might give to everybody, but there is a certain way, and especially like as I'm doing Reiki healing, I'm going to treat each person a little bit different because each person has different upbringing, different biases and beliefs and thoughts, and that creates different imprints. And so an imprint actually affects your neurology, it affects every way that your neurons synapse. So that means the way that it is around your organs, you know, certain organs are more affected. Like if you have a lot of anger, you maybe have the pancreas and liver that's more affected. If you have a lot of sadness, that's more kidneys, you know? And it's really interesting. So I create a picture of what I see about their emotional state, Maybe I'll look at the physical, take it to the emotional state, and then see physiologically how they're holding in their body. And then through all my Feldenkrais training and all the everything gathered together, I put my own prescription together in my head, and I'm like, this person needs this.